The speech of history is an informative presentation of your choosing. It does not have to stay within the realm of classic history, as in U.S. history or European history, but it could. But it should be a topic that you have interest in. And maybe this is the first time you've ever explored this vehicle of a live presentation and how important the significance. It's not just the written word that matters, but it's the oral communication or the live presentation that can do such an impact on an audience. You'll follow the prompts. Who is the speaker? What is the occasion? What is the subject matter? And what did you like about it? How was it delivered? What was the channel? Was it live? Was it a huge audience, like maybe at a graduation address? Or was it a more small, intimate audience? What was it about it that attracted you? And hopefully it's someone you admire. You can look at through YouTube and look at famous, or at least to you famous, graduation addresses that can be so powerful. Some can be so funny, and you could present that. And again, it can be from history. But whatever your field is, you should probably find something that connects to it. Like if you're going into the sciences or going into sports or going into the arts, something that connects. If you're lost for ideas, I would suggest going to the library. All 4 of our locations have librarians. The one that I use the most for something like this would be on the Fall River campus. I would go to Emily Brown. Emily's going to say, hey, thank you. She also teaches COM 104, so she understands the speeches that can really take our breath away and make us stop and think about them. Now, I did mention on the prompts that at the end of it, I said, did this speech have any consequence? Was there any cause or effect on the audience? Was there any effect? I'm trying to say cause and effect, yeah. But at the same time, it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to have that kind of follow-up. It could just be a speech of inspiration. It could have been for goodwill. But some of the speeches do. They're powerful. There's a reason why that message was being sent. And it can be someone from pop culture, like it could be Beyonce or Michelle Obama, or it could be Tom Hanks, right? It could be someone like that. And it can be fiction, too. If there was a movie that you watched and one of the actors presented a presentation as an actor, obviously, that was powerful and riveting and touched the audience in some way, affected, influenced the audience, talk about that. Just because it's fiction doesn't mean it's not valuable to study. So you take your time, but have some fun with it. It should be something that you care about, that you would be proud to present. And it can be, like I said, pop culture in the sense maybe a famous musician at the Grammys that delivered an acceptance speech that you just thought was amazing. So the speech might not have been that long, but it had all the fine elements that go into presenting of, a good message, a clear intention, a good rapport with the audience, and left you thinking about what was said. That's the speech of history. And also, as another note in our class, that the journal for the informative presentation, which we're still doing, is in week 2. But there's only one journal to do. Even though we do the presentations over 3 weeks, you're not expected to keep doing another journal for each week. It's just one with 3 students, with 3 peer reviews. Okay. I was thinking of you all weekend, and I finally said, I got to talk to my students about the speech of history. And you always can see what's ahead. After this will be the persuasive presentation. So again, something that you care about, something that would be noteworthy for you to say, I did my informative presentation on this, I did my speech of history on that, I did my persuasive speech on this, and then we'll talk a little later about the broadcast interview. All right, see you very soon. Thank you, class.